ASU Undie Run originated in 2008. There were only about 4 kids planning this whole event. A couple sponsors, and they just did a lot of grassroots marketing. They went and talked to all their friends, did a little bit of Facebook, spread some flyers around campus, and it was an estimated 5,000 kids that showed up, and about 5,000 articles of clothing were donated. The next year came along, and we had an estimated 10,000 kids show up, and we got about 10,000 articles of clothing donated. The third year in existence, we blew this thing out of the water. We had an estimated 15,000 kids, and we realized we could no longer count the clothing. Instead, we decided to weigh it. We weighed it the first year and had a little over 2 tons worth of clothing. We donated all the clothing to 4 different charities.
I'm Kathy Donaldson, co-founder of Arizona Helping Hands. We're so happy to be a recipient of the ASU Undie Run for the past 3 years, because we wouldn't collect this many clothing in 2 years, let alone in 4 hours.
Central Arizona Shelter Services has benefited from the Undie Run for about 3 years now. We serve and shelter nearly 1,000 men, women, and children each night. It's definitely something that we count on every year, and we know that we can give out right away to the clients we serve here at CAS.
At Stand for Kids, our goal is to bring in the community to help these homeless and at-risk youth become successful adults. And the ASU Undie Run has partnered up with us, and they've helped us immensely. We have a clothing room that started off as one room in this house here, but has kind of grown off into several other rooms from the donations from ASU Undie Run.
Andre House is an organization that serves people who are poor and homeless. We've been involved with the Undie Run for about 3 years now. That happens at an incredibly beneficial time for us, because a lot of our donations come in around Thanksgiving and Christmas, when people are in the giving mood, and we get a lot of winter items at that time. But not as many people think about making donations as the summer begins. You know, a lot of people go through a lot of clothes in the summertime. If you're homeless, you're not able to get out of the heat nearly as well. And so your clothes get dirty and soiled through just the sweat and the heat of the day.
No other school has ever touched what we've done with this event. This current year we had an estimated 20,000 kids. We donated 4 tons worth of clothing. We also donated 1.5 tons worth of food to St. Mary's Food Bank.
When the pile was done from the delivery, it was 6 feet high and 35 feet around. It took this whole entire space, and it took us 2.5 weeks to sort through the clothing.
A lot of our guests who don't have any way to wash their clothes will come back after 2 weeks or so to get another set of clothes, because if they don't get another set of clothes and they try to show up for a job interview or to work at a job site with their soiled clothes, they're going to either not get the job or be dismissed. And so, you know, the ASU Undie Run actually does help people find and or maintain employment as well.
So the event's only going to continue to grow. Next year, I wouldn't be surprised if we got 20,000 kids to show up. I know we're looking for a new venue, and the biggest reason is encompassment of the students we expect. They'll probably get at least 5 tons worth of clothing, maybe more. We plan on keeping with the food and maybe even adding more donation aspects. We just want to give to everyone that we can.
They'll bring truckloads in, and we have to find more storage for them, but it's a good problem to have.
It's really important that we get this donation from the ASU Undie Run, and that supporters continue to support their efforts, because it's a wonderful thing.
It's a wonderful charity event that ASU puts on. Kids benefit from it, families benefit from it, and the kids that are doing it are having fun with the donation that they're giving.
There's no doubt that it's a fun environment, it's a fun atmosphere, and it's kind of like a party. But being able to be in an environment like that and knowing that you're helping thousands of others just by simply taking your clothes off for a good cause, I mean, it's liberating.